This might be a somewhat short stream. So I'm getting my medication increased again, but that's not going to be until probably sometime next week when I'm like when I get my new medication. um and and we're out of my current medication, so I might actually be partway through next week. Um, I did get my ears irrigated. It was a ton of wax buildup. Um, so maybe a little TMI, but I don't know. I have been complaining about my left ear, so in case anyone wants update on that. Did I update the? Apparently I did. Okay. And apparently my doctor's been playing Tears of the Kingdom also. Really? Oh, that unicorn rocket balloon. daytime now. Quit spawning. Oh, that's interesting. Uh, that's interesting. Should be roughly where Hatano is. Apparently that's not one of the ones I marked. Alright. Huh. Well, I am completely turned around now. Hmm. Well, we got one of the things we can use to get up to the sky if we want to. But we don't want to. We're far too busy exploring the ground. We have place support. Ah! Oh, whoa, whoa! Darn it all! President Hudson, are you okay? Ellie? Oh no, what have I done? Alright, I'm sorry, President Hudson. I won't let you fall over again. That was unforgivable. All your fault startling me like that. Yes, I know it's just a sign. I have great respect for President Hudson. So I pin the blame on you. Unforgivable. President Hudson? I heard about Mr. Hudson? He's the president of our construction company. He's the one appointed by the princess herself. We placed him in charge of putting the material caches everywhere. And I was shouldering Hyrule's restoration. Of course, he's also the founder of Hudson Construction. And besides all that, sorry, what's all this? Hey, I'm right in the middle of President Hudson's epic tale of heroism. Oh, sorry, I need to turn that into... This is like the worst design feature of the HyperX. Like, it looks really cool, and it records pretty well, I guess. But, this is, like, you adjust the gain on a microphone by this, and anything brushes against it even slightly, it adjusts the volume. It's like, who decided that? Well, fine. What was I doing before? I don't want the others getting jealous, so I haven't spread this around. President Hudson gave me an extra special mission. I have to put these signs all over the place and let everyone know that Hudson construction is a big deal. These aren't your ordinary signs that you can clearly see. You've shown Mr. Hudson himself in detail, noble, glorious detail. It's unforgettable for even one of these to fall over. And so, I pledge to support him. Don't worry, Mr. Hudson, I'm here for you. But I can't stay here forever. I've got so many more signs to spread around. I don't know what to do. I try letting go? Well, are you going to support him? Alright, I'll let go. Whoa, unforgivable. Hudson, I'll support you. Can I can't do anything for you. I can... Okay. Should probably do my amiibo thing quick. I should have earlier. I just completely forgot about it in my excitement over actually playing the game. Oh, there's a freaking spear that we don't need. What? A rusty halberd? Really? Like one of the most expensive of my bows? We make memories fabric. That's from Archer Link. Hey, we got a phone in the back. We can just find a freaking stable. I need to be alarmed. Oh. Of course, it starts raining. There's the wheat funder. I'm going to unequip everything. Oh. Yep. Oh. They're gonna run into a serious roadblock. Yep. I must keep my goods dry. Hello there, you look like someone who enjoys purchasing items. You know, some merchants don't work on rainy days. I call them amateurs. Real pros don't mind a little falling water. They go out there, stay dry, and try not to give in to despair.
Ah.
Eventually, a customer will appear like you did.
Ah. Ah.
What are you doing, Alan? Mewing? Oh, move the camera over. She's the real star of the show. Ellie, what are you doing?
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Okay, she left.
Oh.
Keep limits fine goods in mind for all your mercantile needs. Good luck getting past all the treasure chests I just spawned in here. Hey, he stops. I can sell all the. Apparently, we can't actually summon the Wolf Link. What's the point of even playing Twilight Princess HD if we can't unlock rewards for two separate games? I got another one inside the chest, so. Okay, well. I don't know what I want but to do. Please get a hat. Hey! So we have pieces from 3 different Zelda games. The Cap of the Hero, the Tunic of the Sky, and the Trousers of Awakening. These have way too much durability comparison. You can break an entire sword just from breaking open crates and barrels and such. Hey, we got 2 caps. Got the cap of time. We're on a roll. I'm just gonna use Alter Hand for these. Well, I probably should be using Alter Hand for everything, but... They somehow figured out how to get past the chest. And we've got 7 left. Look, this game, it ain't my fault this game has so many amiibos. Charles vs. Twilight. Just be happy that I'm not also using my actual amiibos. There's just 2 left. Both have boomerangs. By the what you call it, shrine. Hmm. That's the Zora Kingdom. The town is like more down here-ish. Actually, you can get up there if I climb the hill, and then the those, like dragon things. Hey, Bloopy! How strange.
Yeah.
Did you come to see the Skyview Tower?
Oh.
My apologies. It looks like we have a small problem over here. What's going on?
Oh.
Heard that the terminal in the Skyview Tower needed repairs, so I came to fix it, but the door won't open. I have no clue why. Door's locked, but it won't budge, no matter how hard I push or pull. Of course, that was a sliding door. That's what I meant, obviously. Worked up with an appetite, getting my brain indicator for this. I bet the nearby caves would have some tasty mushrooms.
Oh.
Yep, the caves at the bottom of the hill. I used to go mushroom hunting in them all the time while we were building the tower. Wilson? I have a bunch of mushrooms. I had to... Okay. Interesting. It's a little different from the, Kakariko village? Yep. Grief. It's Lady Pia's duty to take care of the village. But whenever I take my eyes off her, she's elbow deep in some trivial new problem. I am...
Oh.
Who? Is that really you? Link? Why? It's been some time. You gave me quite a shock. I didn't expect to see you appear here in a village. And right now too, while our chief is... The chief?
Oh.
I suppose you haven't heard. The former chief, Lady Impa, retired. Now Lady Paya is the chief of Kakariko village. I've been working as her assistant, but Lady Paya is ignoring her responsibilities. She won't listen to anything I say. All these ring ruins have her full attention. Now, it's under one of the ring ruins. The Zelda survey team. That ruin over there.
Oh.
I don't know, seeing you will remind her about her responsibilities as chief. Will you please do me a favor and stop by to see Lady Paya? Oh, yeah. Pia's Tahariba chief. One day, grandmother said to me, "You've grown up, Paya." It took me by surprise, so I simply nodded. He nodded back and said, "It's settled. As of today, you are the chief." And so it was. Suddenly, I was the chief. But what can I hope to achieve? Just like grandmother, I do have Dorian as my aide, which I'm grateful, yet for some reason he seems troubled. Grandmother has become obsessed with old books. I'm hesitant to reach out to her with my concerns. I fear that this chief's hat that grandmother has given me is too heavy for me to bear. Literally, it rather hurts my head. It happened suddenly, without warning. I was so frightened by the impact. It was as though someone had taken hold of this world and given it a violent shake. The air grew stagnant, weapons decayed, and ruins fell from a somber sky shrouded in dark clouds. Unfortunately, none of the villagers were injured. As for the village itself, it has been utterly transformed. 5 large ring-shaped ruins fell down upon the village, and a large opening in the ground had been spotted at East Hill. Even with everything that's happening, grandmother said that she was going to set out on a journey with Kato. I tried to stop her from going at a time like this, but she insisted that some such times are precisely why she must go. I had no choice but to bid her farewell. Her eyes seemed to wordlessly say that she was shouldering some great mission. There were 11 peculiar symbols depicted in the books grandmother was reading. Could they somehow be related to a sudden departure? I took Pura of Wicket Landing about our village's I told Pura of Wicket Landing about our village's situation. She said ring-shaped ruins are incredibly unusual. Realizing this could be a great opportunity to help the village, I made arrangement with the Zonai survey team at once. I returned home to greet them, and that's when Princess Zelda arrived at the village. She seemed almost like a doll of herself, the same outside, but no spirit within. I could not hide my uncertainty. She forbade anyone from entering the broken and partially floating ruin, and then she left, just like that. She did not mention the village's awful condition or having any words of kindness for our villagers. The Zelda survey team had arrived at our village. The leader, Taro, is truly incredible and has already found a clue in the quest to decipher the Zonai writing. I tentatively named the ruins that fell upon our village the Ring Ruins. It seemed the obvious choice. The villagers had treated me with such warmth. They even embraced my decision for us to coexist with the Ring Ruins. Of their own volition, some of our villagers volunteered to aid research, and others for patrol duty. It is humbling to behold. Their sweet little daughter, Coco, even crafted souvenir items called ring garlands. Before I knew it, our days of never having visitors had passed. Our quiet village seems to have regained its vigor. Before all else, we must learn more about the ring ruins. It's my responsibility as chief to see what it has done. It is done. I intend to fulfill my duties as chief in a manner that is slightly different from my grandmother's way. Gone is the chief who sits in her hall with quiet wisdom. That is what the village needed of her then, but no longer. I must keep moving forward so that when she returns, I can greet my dear grandmother with a triumphant smile. This is our first story related positive. Reprise journal. Really? I have these glow in the dark radiant shirts. That isn't ominous at all. Oh. Brush. Huh. Disappearing down a can't really cover that. Huh. Damn it. I was being stealthy. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you go to hell? I don't even know where I hopefully this game auto saved at some point. I doubt I can scale this. Maybe I can. Oh, come on! Do I need to give the official negative for rain? I think I already have. Have I given you the negative for the friggin'... Yep, I've already gotten given a negative for slipping in rain while climbing. That is utter bullshit. They should not have included it in this particular iteration of the game. It was stupid then, it is even more stupid now. Because they're doing it again. And again, I will rule negative if they've... It did start writing the last time I went through here. So, I hope you like waiting. Watching me just standing around doing frickin' nothing. Yeah, that's what's gonna be happening. Riveting gameplay. I'm not... Oh my god, that's... Actually kind of interesting. They had terrible aim. Did the other guy die from being thrown? Well, but we've run out of things to do. There's no valid surface to pass through. I wonder. Nope, we can't. Now we're even more screwed than we were before. Now it starts raining. I even doing damage to it? Um. I don't think I'm even hitting it. I don't think I'm doing that much damage to it. Oh, that destroyed it. Still gonna try to get up here so that we can. Probably just a bit more unhinged. Hey, Alan. Great, got more range. Just what we need. We better not have those torch segments at any point. Ellie, please, not right now. Not while I'm stressed. see me? Are you freaking no! Are you? Like, I think my I don't really focus on my idea of tenets of game design, but as much as I used to, but because I narrowed things down to the idea of control and interaction and information, but I'm still doing one tenet of game design that I seem to be referring to quite a bit is waiting isn't fun. Seems to really apply to where are you going? It's smart of them to like throw stuff up at us, but they're terrible aims. I should speak for myself here, but yeah. Of course, we have enemies around the fire. We need. Is this just... Oh my god. Is this what they meant by saying that, like... We're gonna need... Is that cooking pot? Right. Nope, this is interesting station. Damn it. We could... That was a very brief brainstorm. As long as they have consequences. Doesn't restore health. Maybe should. Oh, we need to... Yep, this is exactly everything that I felt it was gonna be. Tedious as hell. Because if I want to actually make multiple dishes, I had to take out each device individually. Huh. Okay, that didn't really increase the cold resistance at all. Um. I think I could also. All we need is a warm set of trousers and. You mind? I'm trying to travel here. Really? Really sleep? Are you freaking kidding me? Hopefully, because it's snowing isn't going to affect. I guess it is technically still day. Just overcast. Interesting. The wolves don't seem to be as aggressive. Huh. Yeah, my sense of where Tateto is maybe outdated. Battle fruit. Free charge of powerful light. Break it to release dazzling sparkles that blind any monsters nearby. Huh. Really, I need to. Like, it's been months since I played Breath of the Wild, so. Maybe half a year. There's Tears of the Kingdom map. Like, I will look at. Did we overshoot Hatana Village? Okay, I'm gonna. Is it actually all the way down? That can't be. Could it? Yeah, that's Eventide, I think. Okay, so Hatana Village is actually the. Or should be around here. I think it's gonna be our goal for the day, is to find Hatana Village. I'm certainly using maps from Breath of the Wild, because that's. The extent of my metagame knowledge. And therefore links metagame knowledge. Oh, we actually found it. A golden apple. A rare, very sweet fruit that seems to have an extra sparkle to it, sometimes found near normal apples. Is our house still here? Do we still own our house? Does it have all of our trophies still in it? Probably not. Apparently these goats are off limits. Dang it. Greetings and saturations. Please ask some colors in your wardrobe. Find the right place. Who do you do? Live to die. Lovely paraglider you had out there. Hey, not only do we do clothes, but we also offer fabric rework service. We use some fabric and we work your paraglider with flying colors. You're a steady customer, but that's fine. We have special instruction for our new service for folks like you. Design your very own introductory fabric. Aventus Clothing at the Village Interest Chat? She's the famous designer who runs the place to cook the cutting edge design on the fabric. It features its own unique fabric design. Keep an eye out for him wherever you go. Think of me when you find new fabric, won't you? Well, make it the color of our one true love. Why do we have to go in? Setting the fabric ready to launch. I'll do it. Looking forward to your next visit. Now go out and paint the town red. Now here's something to chest. They've had where did all of our other fabrics go? Did it destroy all of our other fabrics? If we still cannot die, Amiibo unlocks. I believe that's going to be a negative. I figured to ask. Not enough for me to just work the fabric you bring me. I want to tie my hand and making my own patterns. It's like Cece, of course. Hers are all original designs. Making fabrics from scratch seems like a lot of hard work, That's where Hugh comes in. You cats for some reference material I can use as inspiration. First, I'm thinking of a way to use visuals of the monster they call a choo-choo. That kind of choo-choo is anywhere, even just outside the village. But I need to paint harder to get near them. Regular choo-choo for myself. I thought choo-choo or nice choo-choo. It would help a lot. There used to be a fellow named Robbie at the laboratory up on the hill. He had that mysterious device that could store anything you could see as a picture. Sure. Right. They called it the camera. If a hoodookie like that, if you attempt to get references for fabrics. We had them around the laboratory at the hill with a wall. It must still be out at look at landing. You're not picking up my imagination. You must be a customer. Either dye your clothes or move a dye from some dye duds and return to the original color. Please dye. Oh, no. Wait up there. I'll be just a moment. I think we might actually be able to dye these. Great day to dye that whole outfit, well, all of us. Choose your dye color or go ahead and change clothes. Screw you, Nintendo! Screw you! You had 6 years to revise the amiibo clothes in a way where you could re-dye them. It is a thing in those games where you have alternate versions with different colors. Like you have the Red Link outfit. You have like 4 Swords Adventures where you have different colored links. Why can't you make it so the textures have like a overlay that can take different saturations or hues where you can adjust the hue? Like I could go into Photoshop right now and create in like an hour maybe or like a template to maybe not even an hour even. Like I could there's ways to do this very quickly. Like it would take me less than an hour to create a template where I separate the parts that shouldn't be recolored, and then like the belt and stuff, and other doodads and stuff. Mainly the green part. I could use the magic wand tool to select just or even just like the select color or whatever. There's many ways I can potentially very quickly, within like maybe like 15 minutes or something, whip together a template so I can create an alternate texture for each hue that you could re-dye this clothing. Of course, I have to redo that for each set of custom clothing, but it would probably take me like a day, like maybe, to create each of the full set of retextures of the amiibo clothing, and I could not spare that day. In 6 frickin' years! To make it so that the amiibos you go out and pay for, even if these are frickin' cards, but I bought many of these amiibos. I had them right over frickin' hair. It's just a lot of work to take them down, and I don't have I don't have every single one, aside from the cards. Like, if anyone can give me a valid argument why I should not give that a negative. Like, I've done texture work for modding. I made several, a few mods for Morrowind mainly. But I know what's possible in Photoshop. I know what's possible with texturing, and I know that this is. It would take nothing to let you recolor the friggin' amiibo outfits. And like a few megabytes to the friggin' file size, baby. I'm gonna say amiibo unlocked outfits. Heck, if you split the workload, you could take it'd probably take less than a day. Yeah, like one guy take a few hours to, or heck, not you could have a team. The first step would obviously be, creating the recolor template. Unless you're just doing it in Engine to save file space, which maybe they do, but then that's even easier. You just create whatever texture layer or whatever that adjusts the hue for the parts of the outfit that are adjusted by the Today is not a good day to die. It will never be a good day to die. Like of all the flaws they could have, they carried over from. Of all the flaws that they carried over from the original Breath of the Wild, this is probably the most infuriating so far. Because like the lightning strikes, the durability, the slipping off of surfaces, those were all gameplay features in Breath of the Wild. Those were all, like, there's an argument to be made that these are valid things that were meant to make the game challenging or engaging or whatever, and they make they give a sense of verisimilitude to the world, and whatever. I don't like it personally, but I can kind of respect it as a design decision. That, like, okay, you know, this is just how the game is designed, I have to just deal with it. But the fact that I can't re-dye, you know, armor pieces that were unlocked with amiibos is just ridiculous. Like, I could accept that maybe when they made the original Breath of the Wild, they just didn't have the time or resources or whatever the hell to make the you know, the amiibo unlock stuff redockable for whatever reason. Alex, could you please be quiet? I am very upset here over something that it's freaking stupid, but still, me. I do not want to play with you. You're not helping me be calm by trying to jump up at me and bite my arm. I have no idea why I'm so worked up about this, but like I need part of it because I know what I'm talking about. I know what goes into creating and editing textures. If I knew how to actually like set up an emulator and mod this, but then if I tried to actually mod the game on an emulator and run it on an emulator, then Nintendo would be shutting my stream down and everything. We'd probably be going after my stream and shutting it down. But still, like, I'd love to do it just to frickin' prove a point. Like, I kind of doubt that it would be possible to do anything besides just edit the default texture to the color I like and just have it work that way. But still, like, Nintendo, please, please, I don't even care if it's some sort of friggin' DLC thing. Like, put the ability to recolor amiibo outfits. At least like the Link ones, like the freaking Divine Beast helms. I can understand why you can't recolor those. Cause I mean, those aren't even fabrics. Like the Divine Rodania or Rodania helm, like, okay, we don't need to recolor that. There's no. But like this, all the classic Link tunics and caps and such, why? I mean, it's made because I like the color red a lot, and I want to be dressed as Red Link. Anyway, it's almost midnight. I need to figure out how to get up there. that our house? Let's go see our house. Look, we decorated it since I've also done modding for The Sims 3, which again is very close to what the kind of work that would go into this. Zelda's journal. Ooh, she stayed at her house. After calamity, I asked myself how to rebuild and set across Hyrule in search of an answer. I saw collapsed buildings, lost cities. The damage was far worse than I had imagined. But as I watched the people and heard their stories, I was convinced all was not lost. The people's spirits were not broken. They had their strong wills. They and their strong wills are Hyrule's greatest treasure. They are the ones who will rebuild, and my contribution to their efforts will be to protect them while they do so. As part of Hyrule's reconstruction, we built a school in Hateno Village. It is the largest Hylian village with its sprawling, bountiful land. There are so many children living here that it seemed the ideal place to found a school. I recruited Simon from the Research Institute to teach there. He was Pearl's assistant for years, which makes him well equipped to deal with the needs of quirky children. I overseen the school for a while myself to keep an eye out on the students. I commissioned Bolson, who taught his trades at Hudson Construction, to construct the school for us. He seemed deeply moved by the request. This will be his final job in Hateno Village before he sets off on a journey. I had him add a secret room to my house, one that won't appear on the planes. It's dim but humidity and temperature controlled, so it's very comfortable. It should have been very useful when I'm working alone and need to concentrate. Work on school has been moving on smoothly, but a major problem recently reared its head. We don't have enough teachers. Simon is interviewing people, but he hasn't found a good fit yet. I'd like to hire someone intelligent, educated, and capable of earning the children's trust. Nurturing our children is an extension of our duty to this land. We shape our future by the way we shape their path. I hope to see thoroughly members of our community come to this village and take up that mantle as their teacher. Not sure if that's interesting enough to get its own positive, but it may be an extension of the positive I already gave to Paya's journal. So did we just give this house to Zelda, or did we share this house with Zelda? I guess we can draw our own conclusions. I've been a few renovations. Is this the secret room? Oh, there's another diary down here. Well, the calamity is over. Its scars remain. A mountain of problems stand before us, even as we begin to rebuild. No matter where I go to offer aid, Link remains at my side. A kindness that is like a visible toll on his clothing. That's why I put it in order for a new improved champion's tunic just for him. I can't wait to see the look on his face when I surprise him with it. I'll hide it in the front room so he won't find it until after our investigation. Even he would never expect that the torches are the key. Okay. Well-worn hairband. An old, worn, simple hairband. Its color has long faded, but it still has some life left in it. Wearing it in your hair makes you sentimental about times past. Of course it starts raining. Is it even safe to get into... Go into the castle to get the new champion's tunic? Is it even possible to get into the castle? You put out. Not sure if he'll be able to finish this puzzle tonight. We'll see. It's part of the reason why I'm wanting to adjust my medication, because I think there's a little bit of a problem with my medication not working as well to keep me. We can ascend here. We can attach it. Out. We actually have a ladder in case we don't want to use the ascend ability. Actually, a pretty simple shrine, although I do wonder how we're meant to or where like our extra chest is that usually is in here. If there is indeed an extra chest. I have no idea where to find it. Like, not only would having just more energy during the day allow me to start streaming sooner, but also allow me to start streaming during the day, and not when I'm like winding down. Where is the old lab? I just want to... It's weird that certain parts of this game are kind of nostalgic now. I had to wonder if, like, what this feels like for, like, people who are actually, like, kids. Or, like, much younger than me. Or, like, in middle school or something. When Breath of the Wild came out and are now, like, in college or something, and are now, like, playing Tears of the Kingdom, and we're like... Like, this... This may be the first Zelda game I think that is a sequel kind of in both senses. I can't remember, like, what, how Lore Runner defined it. But, like, there's... I think it was direct sequel to indirect sequel, I think was or something like that. because like he referred to like Majora's Mask, for example, as an indirect sequel to Ocarina of Time, whereas Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are both direct sequels to Ocarina of Time, just in different timelines. Because Majora's Mask, even though it is a direct continuation of, or an immediate continuation of Link's story from Ocarina of Time, it it has nothing to do with anything that happened in Ocarina of Time. There's no you know there's no through line. It's just another adventure in another land. Like Link's Awakening is a indirect sequel to A Link to the Past. It's just another adventure featuring the same Link from A Link to the Past. It at least I think it's confirmed now that it is the same Link. You know, I suppose you could say that in some regards, um, elements of um, uh, Link's adventure are a direct continuation of uh, the original Legend of Zelda, because like they're trying to bring Ganon. There's like a cult trying to bring Ganon back, but I can't I yeah, the main plot of Link's adventure has kind of nothing to do with um with anything from the original game, because the only way in which Ganon's demise, or has any connect is part of Link's adventure, is that it is when you game over. Like otherwise, there's no real plot connection. Um, but anyway, um, one could potentially argue that never mind. Like I think at least parts of the landmass from the original Legend of Zelda are kind of part of Link's adventure, or the adventure of Link. Um, but that's kind of neither here nor there, especially since the game is so radically different, and the way the world mapped from uh Legend of Zelda is kind of just a tiny corner of the map of um like presentationally it is entirely different. It'd be interesting to see a maybe something of a proper remake of Link's the Adventure of Link. Um, because it has some interesting ideas with mixed execution, and of course just um it was so radically different from the original Legend of Zelda that people. Hmm. Anyway, yeah, I think this is like the first sequel to like both be a direct continuation of the events of another Zelda game. So like both in I guess time and featuring the same Link. Um, These also still features Ganon, so I think there's gonna be some connection with regard to um I have a feeling this is going to actually qualify as a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, um, because it has the same, basically the same antagonist. Um, and the same world, which is I guess another thing that it that is unique about this game compared to other Zelda sequels. It is the fact that it takes place literally in the same incarnation of Hyrule, just with a, a few landscape changes. Um, yeah.
Hey.
Yes. But do you see an old man out walking and assume he's got nothing but free time? I might not seem busy to you, but taking care of the cuckoos that Tama left in my care is a big part of my day. If I help her out a bit now that her husband's gone to use part over Oakland Landing. Every day I take the cuckoos on a walk up the hill here.
Hmm?
The laboratory is mostly used by a pair of researchers, Pura and Drabi. You can always hear them at work, from morning to night. When they're here, I can't stand the noise, but while they're gone, I can't stand the quiet. Need to get inside? Come find me at Little Landing your Hyrule Castle, Robbie. Dang it. I don't need to get inside, but I'd like to get inside. Good pressure to being treated like a child, so I've seen my age booster experimentations in earnest. The anti-aging device reversed more than 100 years in an instant, so I reflected on that result and moderated the output. When I consciously exposed myself to its rays, I returned it to my 20-year-old form. Just as I'd hoped. Success! I'm so happy that I can once again reach high places without using a jetpack. My 20-year-old body doesn't suffer from sleepless nights researching, and what's more, my skin is perfect, no complaints. 3 volumes of my diary are hidden away now. I'll place the last one at the northeastern edge of Akala. The lab there is perfect for hiding things. In such a remote location, I'm sure no one will ever come across it. It's not ominous at all. Falling Death. Aw. I'll just keep in the middle of the floor. Look at this. You're the one I saw floating around the sky. It's great to meet the first one to ever be launched from a Skyview tower. A real historic moment. Hey, what's your name? Link, you say? Hold on there. Really? Your name is Link? Hey, buddy. Got the same name as that famous swordsman. Huh, good for you. Pretty big thing to live up to, though. I'm Penn, by the way. I work for the Lucky Clover Gazette. I'm writing an article about this event, so folks everywhere will know about Skyview Tower being activated. Better get to work. Our newspaper is short on staff, so I've had to flap all over the place to cover the news. Hey, we could use another reporter. You should join us. You seem like a brave type at all, and that's what it takes. Here is based in Hebra to the northwest. You need to find it near the bridge that leads to Reno Village. Stop by if you're up for an adventure of a lifetime in the newspaper biz. Until then, so long! Oh, what a fun afternoon! Hey you, is it true that you got the pad? Her and I worked together on the design, but I'm the one who put it together, you know. We should have called it the iPad, technically speaking. Come on, Goggles, are you even listening to me? Oh, yes. Sorry, you were saying? I was saying that I want to go investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll go and jump into a chasm myself. No way, no how. You can't do that. The depths are too vast for you to explore on your own, and we've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go gallivanting around down there too. Who knows what wonders are at the bottom of those chasms? No matter how wondrous they may be, it's far too dangerous for you. And I'm not about to allow our young prodigy to go wandering around somewhere so unknown, so foul. If anything were to happen to Purah's favorite student, it'd be in it for me. The end! But I need more of that figure. If we have more info on it, that should help us better understand the depth. What figure? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation.
Yeah.
Let me get you up to speed. Our server team brought back some artifacts from our journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. This piece of slate, specifically the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on two legs with one arm raised up? Well, I have a theory. Again! I think it could be evidence that a mysterious people once lived in the depths. That's why I want to go down there, so I can see if there are any more depictions like this one. I want to see for myself. My Goggles here says it's too dangerous. You won't let me go. Asha, come on now. Tell you what, I'll go down there myself and see if I can find anything about the figure on that slate. Link will join me. We start looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on that slate. Assuming we find what we're looking for, use Purapad's camera to take a picture of it for Joshua. Her plan. Camera? You don't know about the camera? It's one of the Purapad's basic features. The camera, you can capture nearby scenery as an image when it's stored in your pad there. Sounds like you'll have more to learn about the Purapad. Well, I'll teach you how to take pictures once we're down there anyway. Lots of monsters in the depths though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Let's see. I guess we should enter through the chasm to the top of Lookout Landing. I'll go on ahead. Once you're ready and raring to go, come find me there. Ta-ta! Wait, hang on! Okay, I guess we have to do a whole quest. Looks like it's gone. I'm sorry to get you got roped into all of this, swordsman. Goggles means well, but when he wants to help me, he leaves before he looks.
Yeah.
Here, Hey, this will help you out at least. Oh, and take this too. Oh, I don't need it. Didn't need these. Chasms are pretty deep, so light or service doesn't make it down there. It's pitch black. You attach a bright blue seed to an arrow and shoot it, and light up the area. Definitely a useful trick down there. Okay, you'll want to head straight out of the landing southern gate. You'll find the chasm goggles used just outside. I don't know how too much how your camera works. I'm counting on you to bring me that picture. Oh, and please look after goggles for me. Ah, it is a girl. Okay. Okay, Ellie, we gotta. We will. I'm assuming that we what's marked on our camera is there. What? Okay. Ellie, we're gonna be going to bed soon. Okay, so there are a bunch of things you can do that'll take a few seconds of your time, as well as other things that are a bit more involved. And of course, all of that is completely up to you, but regardless of all that, I thank you very much for watching, and until next time,